teams with the way that Breach has been in play over the past couple of weeks here of competitive play. So I'm curious to see how Dimasic can pull this one off, because, you know, Angel is such an incredible player, so much history for him, and he's helped FPX get out of those runs that they had sometimes yesterday.
Yeah, well, we're definitely seeing a much more aggressive comp out from FPX here, as Supermassive Blaze are playing what has been considered the kind of European standard composition, or the EMEA standard composition for the past, well, since the start of Stage 2, honestly. You know, with your single duelist, you've got 2 Sentinels, one of them's a Killjoy. It was Astra back then, but Omen has had a buff since then, so very possibly that's the reason we're seeing a lot more of him. And FPX, they're on the attacker side first, so they're going to make some use of that Breach and that Phoenix, hopefully, in this. Nothing that can capitalize, interestingly, off, you know, Breach's flashes in terms of movement abilities. The Phoenix isn't quite the same as a Raze or a Jet in terms of capitalizing off the back of those. You've got a lot more flashes, for sure, but not as much pushing power. Mostly just being able to brute force your way into a site, and I guess I feel like that is one of FPX's kind of best ways of doing things, is brute force, in a way. We don't see the same kind of ability to have these, you know, I wouldn't call them beautiful plays, as if FPX's plays aren't beautiful, but kind of these clippable plays like, you know, Ascend do with CNED on the Jet,
Yeah.
or any of these other teams with these flashy Jets and these kind of Korean standard pushes. Well, they're going to head towards A first, and here they come. Another, well, as I said before, brute force, they're just making their way in. We're going to elevate Russ all the way up here. Izzy and Turco find their picks, but Angel and Dimasic are both there with them as well. Shadow, he'll take down Turco, and it looks like FPX with their explosive entry, they'll take the first round quite convincingly.
This is one thing that I loved seeing off the last round from FPX, is not only do they go in for control over a spike plant, but they keep going. There's always a couple of players, like we saw there with Dimasic, that just kept on going into heaven, making sure that any rotations are cut off, that you're always closing off against your opponents. So they always have to think about their flanks. Is there somebody coming up behind me? Do I have to worry about that? And that is a skill that requires not just a lot of experience, a lot of confidence as well to really build up. You're not just born with it in that case. So, see what FPX do in this one, going up for the Alt Orb pickup. And there we'll go. Dema has it in hand here, or they'll run it back maybe in the future. And you saw the turret that is planted in Pizza to watch for any mid plays.
Yeah. But again, FPX off to a slow start. Probably going for that, again, kind of explosive entry, that brute force, trying to make their way into sight very quickly. Once again, you can see the stack from SMB over towards A, this time trying to just lock that down, and that's why we're seeing an Al drone over towards B from the Sova player of FPX, trying to just find out anybody's there. Once they realize that nobody's really there, it's a ghost town, they might actually head there, but it looks like they're just going to throw themselves straight into the fire, as it were. Straight into the mullet of, or the gullet of SMB, in fact. Not the hairstyle, but they'll throw up that wall, get the first pick. Angel will find one with the ghost, and Hara's there with the trade, but Dimasic will take one down. Izzy does find one with the classic there, bringing it to a 3v2, so not unfavorable now for SMB in this case, but going around the corner, Dimasic, he'll take his 4th kill, and they'll finish it out with only 2 casualties.
Dima, what a shot. 4K in the total in the round. I always say, mnie nравится. I really do like it. What a what a way to really close things off. And this has to feel very oppressive for SMB. I think if there's a way to describe FPX's gameplay so far in this game, it's only a couple of rounds, but we'll see, maybe it translates further into the future, is very oppressive. They're constantly in your face, they're constantly moving towards you, and that's something that gets very difficult to deal with when you're on this defensive side. You already see the run it back that came in, is he's going to get the kill on the clone there, but you know, they keep on moving. SMB got one for their own here, but it's still a 4v5, and site's taken by FPX.
FPX completely undeterred by the first pick and the takedown of that ult. They've moved in, and they've actually got the spike down already. Shadow will find one pick, the bravest there, taking down Angel. Now, Still have the spike planted, and they've picked up another rifle. Power moving around the corner. The shot doesn't land for Shadow. And the shot just around the corner for Russ. He'll take down 2, and it's just Shao left. He'll get taken out. Russ will get his 3K, and they take the first round with their rifles.
I'm going to blame it all on Shadow's crosshair there. So, take it as you will. But otherwise, really, Supermassive Blaze, great there from them. They kind of saw, okay, FPX, what they're doing is that they're just trying to bust into the site instantly. And they get the operator to try to deal with that, maybe get that entry. Izzy got it, unfortunately, was on the Phoenix that had already triggered the run it back, so it did not really do much. But you're uncomfortable on site once you got there, and FPX couldn't really transform their site control into an actual spike plant. They got overwhelmed in hell. At that point, the round was done and closed out. Izzy going in for the first peek and no damage done. He's gonna spot the Sage. So much damage done to 4 HP left on him, and there's the finisher from Brave. And just gonna fall back here, SMB.
Yeah, almost Angel getting taken down as well, but the shot flies through his legs. He didn't catch anything else down there, but well, he gets away with his life at the very least, but that does throw down a lot of HP for the one player. Dimasic, he won't land his first shot, and after that, when 2 players are swinging, Brave is just going to finish you off pretty quick there, and now Supermassive Blaze, they're feeling pretty happy about this round. They've still got all 5 players alive. There goes the heal onto the Jet player. Is he there? There's only 3 players left for FPX, and this time they don't really have as much pushing power as they'd like if they want to go for an explosive attack.
Oh. Are you just going to save at the end of this? Oh,
30 seconds left.
They're so freaky, but he goes up. Angel is going to go for the quick paranoia behind him. And will he be able to find anybody on here? There's 2 players and a third one of the Jet up top. There's one sprayed on Angel. Rolled on onto Brave here, the Omen himself. Check on top of the flash. Hell is in. 1 kill for Power, but instantly for Angel himself. As he knows there's one player right behind him. Or up below him, he finds it on Angel. It's already down Izzy for the second one to close it out. There
he
it
knew
is.
the timing was in his favor there. He jumped down, and hearing the spike was planted just like a few milliseconds ago, he knew that it wouldn't be able to be planted fully, and he'd be able to get his gun out before Izzy could just drop down, pre-aim his position, take off the head of the last player, and oh, it's seeming smooth, calculated from Supermassive Blaze so far. I mean, after losing that first round, obviously losing the second round as well, but they've kind of found a way to shut down the aggressive plays of FPX so far.
Definitely have been. Definitely have been. And it's just, this second round, well, this 4th round, it was a bit more awkward for FPX to try to get into. Are we seeing a repeat of what happened? Like, literally the same thing? I thought, like, wait a second, replays lasted really long. Yeah, honestly. What's going on here? So, gotta make sure you don't take much damage. Russ will go in for 1 and for 2 on to Zip on to close him out. Another one for Brave, and this is looking like a free round that it should be.
Yep. Massive Blaze again. Starting it out with a bang, and they just managed to take down all the players cleanly. No casualties just yet, as he took a little bit of damage down there in mid. But Brave, he's quick with the headshots. He'll find another one. Shower's coming in from behind. Oh no, gave away his position, and Brave will finish that out. Oh, that's painful. I'm so sorry, Shower.
It hurts. It really does. It's got to start hurting even more now with SMB starting to build up a proper bank. Able to buy up for quite a bit. Now, FPX has not been able to plant at so often. 2 out of the 5 rounds in total played up. So denying that is instrumental for Supermassive Blaze. And you're looking for, as we always say, 5 to 6 rounds. 6 rounds is really good for you on the defense. 5 is kind of the minimum you're looking for to have a good time on the second half. Of course, the more you get, the better it will be. Angel now. Stuck solo here by the newsstand. He's got actually Zip on in support. We're going to be stuck with the Owl Drone for just a moment. Not sure if they're able to spot an Angel. They know he's there. Takes a lot of damage, Izzy, but unable to find the kill on the Olin.
Yeah, again, just not quite finding it. I mean, Izzy has been taking pieces out of Angel's costume, but not quite finding any body contact on the shot so far. Twice now, it's just about missed by a hair on the player.
I have this
FPX, they've grabbed that orb, and they're going to head all the way back now, over towards mid, looking for mid control, a quite essential part of the Ascent gameplay style. But Izzy, he switched locations, he's watching this now. Angel's going to have to put out that smoke. Oh, but it goes up a little too slowly, and Izzy's there immediately with the kill. He won't miss that time. He's got him on lock. Out goes the wall, and to run it back from Dimisic is going to give them entry to the site. Rolling Thunder is used as well, and Izzy, he takes down the run it back and almost finding Zipan there before running away. Brave is the one on site to take him down. Brave is quick with the headshots. He finds one. He's looking for the second onto Shadow. He takes that one as well. Russ, he'll finish off Shao, and now there's only one player left in Dimisic. Can he do anything by himself here? He won't find the shots onto Brave. Brave with his third headshot of the game, and or round even. He'll finish that one out quite handily.
Lost one for Supermassive Blaze, and it really all went up in flames for FPX. The moment to try to do that mid split through Pizza into market and into the B site, they got stuck, and they definitely were not expecting 3 players sitting on B, waiting for them to just show up. And because of that round being so expensive for FPX, they couldn't get a spike down. They couldn't get a single kill out of it. It means that SMB are going to look real pretty cash-wise. Like I said, you're looking for 5 to 6 rounds. That is kind of the goal for you. The win condition, as some would call it, for the defender starting side here on Ascent. What it's at least doing here is forcing the pistols out for FPX, seeing what they can pull off with the save.
Izzy, he'll find the head of Zipan just a little bit through the wall, but clean shot nonetheless, and absolutely greatly timed. Once again, Izzy's going massive here and just opening up the frags. I think that's the 3rd opening kill, 4th maybe, he's got in this game so far. He's looking for another one. Hungry for more. Dimisic turns around the corner straight into the barrel of Izzy. One player got in close, and I think Izzy is acutely aware of that position now. He's going to head all the way back. Again, it's against an eco, but they haven't even taken a shot of damage so far here. Supermassive Blaze, and Power is quick with the headshot onto Angel. Takes it down to 2 members. They're dropping like flies. Brave. We'll see him a little bit of a difficult time there. He lands a shot onto Brave, but nothing much more than that, especially with a Marshall. You do need to hit the head. Izzy finishes off with his 3rd kill. It's a flawless round, and in every sense of the word, too.
And this is the biggest problem, is that when you're on Sheriffs, you're on an eco, if you want to get something out of it, why are you splitting up and presenting yourself one by one? Why aren't you, putting in together? Why are you playing a rifle strategy? And even then, even if it was just as a rifle round, this way of doing things for FPX would not have worked anyway. There's always Izzy that's sitting and watching tree, and he's pretty comfortable doing that with these early picks. Now he's going to switch up his position through to mid, where he would not easily expect it. He's going to get danked instantly, though. This is what you're doing. You're supposed to get all in together, but West can save the day. He gets one with Shadow on the refrag instantly.
Oh, man. Turco somehow doesn't quite find the pick onto Zipan. Power's there to take down Angel, at the very least, but now it's a 2v3 retake. You've got the From the Shadows. Oh, well, I was going to say the From the Shadows and the Lockdown available, but you don't have Lockdown anymore. It's just From the Shadows, and it's just Brave. I mean, we've seen his ability to hit heads is insane so far, but if he's not looking the correct direction, Shao's going to take full advantage of that. Make it 5-3, and there you go. FPX back in the driver's seat for once.
At least for once. Those couple rounds that we had before were so incredibly expensive. Shadow here immediately going for the peak before the door closes on market as the cash shot that you were looking for. But despite that winning round, cash-wise for FPX, it's not looking great. They have to break SMB, which requires 2 consecutive round wins. Something that they haven't been able to do since the pistol round and the free round after that with G's by. Izzy's going to be dazed off here early on in the round. Has been going for this peak quite often, but fallback. Oh no, he gets it. Angel down, and Izzy gets away. But there's the quick res from Zipan, an expensive one.
Another opening pick for him, but Power's right around the corner, and the Paranoia has tagged him up. Russ will find another pick off the back of that with the Hunter's Fury. And then suddenly FPX's dreams have kind of crumbled there in the blink of an eye. Izzy taking down the first, and even after the res, there's nothing more you can do there. Angel gets away with his life, but at what cost now? You've lost your healer, lost another player off the back of that as well, and all you have to show for it is mid control now as Supermassive Blaze. They're feeling pretty happy about their positioning. 2 players over towards Garden here, and one up in Rafters, and you got 2 players over towards the back of B. You're covering all bases, and really you can give them mid control. Spike is down in tree. They have to push this out, and Brave is waiting for it. No shot to land, but Angel picks up the spike, and he's going to be able to get away, but they're once again going to be running right into more resistance, and with only 30 seconds left, there's not much they can do apart from push A.
You're going to hope that that well in mid is a wishing well for FPX, because looking at the numbers, it's kind of their best shot at taking this round. Flash around the corner, but Izzy instantly waiting. Shadow is down, and there's the spawn in, there's the finisher, and a flawless round again for Supermassive Blaze. The Turks are doing it! 6 rounds is a good spot to be, and anything extra is really a cherry on top. There's a timeout to go, and it's the attacking side of FPX that will call it 3 rounds before the end of this first half. You might think maybe the perfect time for it. Hey, at this point, any time is a good time. They were not able to break the economy of SMB and chain 2 rounds together, which is why you see this timeout being called and is active right now for FPX. They'll discuss their strategies and see what to do. And what we saw most of the time is FPX, you talk about mid-control. Yeah, I mean, you're just sitting staring at the well. That's about it. There's not much that you're really doing when it comes to power position control, because it's not allowing you to pull onto one side or the other. At the same time, they went for an eco round. They didn't double up together. They pretty much all left it to chance. Nobody backing the other up. And when they did do that, they pushed on to B, and they were successful with it, leaving 3 players alive at the end of the round. That's what you're expecting for FPX. Update though, G2 bashing OXG. Here we go.
Yeah. Well, I don't think FPX were expecting this much resistance on this one, especially because last time they played this one, I mean, even though they did only win 2 rounds in that first half, really, I mean, they came back into it. They won the map. This time so far, they've not looked like they've been in control at any point, apart from those first 2 rounds. That one round they won afterwards, it was good from them, but you need to do a lot more than that to regain control of the game. Now, Izzy doesn't know where Angel is teleported here. Could be a fake, could be over the other side, but either way, there's a gap in the smoke, and he'll find the shot through it. Zipan, he's taken down Turco, but it's after a kill from him, which means that now he's in an awkward position, and he has to turn around the corner. He does find the shots eventually onto Russ and has the heal available, but the rest of his team are at an eco. Izzy, he's watching mid, where 2 people are going to be pushing him down at once. Is it the collat? It's not, but he does find 1 pick onto Shadow. Backs up, looks towards B main, and he's actually hungry for more. He's going to go for Zipan here. Oh, God. He leaves. He doesn't want to talk about it. It's fine.
Too much updraft.
Yeah, little too much. A little bit early on that, but will he make up for it with a kill? He's just looking around now. I mean, 2 players both now in B main, and Zipan, he doesn't want to push so far because
30 seconds
he
left.
needs full support. He needs to be able to get the trade going. Shao, but he sees the corner of him there, and there we go. He'll use the knives, but only lands 2 of them, I think. Down to 25 HP. Shao is going to be able to get the spike down at the very least. With the lockdown and the from the shadows available, it's going to be difficult for him to keep this one, especially when he's lit up by that paranoia. Down behind the boxes, won't find the shot. Spray finishes it out, 7-3 to Supermassive Blaze.
At least, like you said, at least it is a plant. And not a moment too soon here. You'll see the operator being picked up for SMB, making sure that they have that max amount of cash and dosh for the next one. 7-3 is huge for the defensive side. And I'm just looking at pure numbers here on Ascent. For the defensive side, it's 50% for SMB. And this is only in Turkey, by the way. So because you know they only play in the Turkish region, 69% on their attacking side, which is quite nice, but also would be quite detrimental for FunPlus Phoenix here once we head into the second half. They're gonna start to worry about at some point.
Izzy once again. He's got that Overwatch of mid. You see Aljone? Aljone's not even going to be able to find him out before he breaks it there. In the meantime, FPX, they want to move over towards B, it looks like, but that recon dart is not broken quick enough. It's going to find Dimisic at the very least. And they're going to head back towards mid. Any information Supermassive Blaze has got so far, they've taken advantage of massively, and it means that once you're burned once, you don't want to make it happen again, is he? He's quick with the first kill. Brave will take down Shadow. Power, he's onto Shao now, and it's only 2 players left on the FPX side, and it just seems that in the click of... Oh, I was going to say in the click of Supermassive Blaze's fingers, they just lose a round. But Angel, he's taken one back. He's got Izzy there, got his revenge. Dimisic, it's all up to you to clear out. Tree, not going to happen. Power, quick with a headshot. Only 1 player left. Angel, you found 1 pick in this round. Can you find 4 more? Well, you only need 2 to get into the site. Finds 1 head, but the trade immediately from Power. They'll take their 8th round in the half.
8th round. Man, this is getting really rough. How do you come back from this? I don't think you do if you're FPX. But
well,
I say this knowing that FPX went through this yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly.
And they went it ended 10-2 at the half, didn't it?
It did indeed. I'm just going to check which side FunPlus was on to begin with. They started on the attacker's side last time, so it is a mirror. It is a complete mirror. So we do know that they can bring it back on defense. But again, that was against the lowest seed from Turkey. We're playing against the highest seed from Turkey now. A team that completely demolished Fireflux in the first week. And then in the second week, Fireflux didn't even manage to get past second seed either. So take it with a pinch of salt. Dimisic's going to move in here with the run it back. Try and get the first pick. Russ is immediate with the headshot. Not going to happen. But Angel comes in, finds the trade. Russ in the meantime, he's found Zipan already. Angel trying to spray one down, and he will get one through the smoke. Shadow with the aftershock will find Turco as well. 2v3 now, but if anybody can do it, probably Izzy here. One in B main. Towards the catwalk here, and then... Oh, from the shadows used over towards CT, but he doesn't want to commit it. Just trying to get info. I don't think he even saw Izzy there. Izzy flashed up. He'll find Dimisic, and now to 2v2 with FPX on lower HP. Angel, he'll find the first head of his Izzy here. But the lockdown used, not quite enough. He'll find the body of Angel, but the coordinated push from Shadow and Angel was too much in the end for them to deal with, and they make it 4 rounds in the end of the half.
That's a very expensive round, even going in for the lockdown. But hey, it doesn't matter. It was the last round of the half. It's all right. Use up what you got before the reset second half. So happy time and happy days here, at least for Supermassive Blaze. 8-4 is the scoreline they're finding themselves with as they switch over to the attacking side, and their attacking side is very effective. You mentioned, we're always looking for that comparison of, well, we're used to seeing EU like EMEA teams or CIS teams playing up against one another. We don't usually get to see that when Turkish teams are built into the mix. This is a test for everybody involved, and right now SMB are definitely looking good, but FPX, oh, they lose out. Russ, what a shot of paranoia, but they keep on pushing. They know he's solo. Shadow, let's go.
Oh.
He's still with the right click. Or are you kidding me? He still gets it done.
The bullets completely just outlined the head of the SMB players. Zipan is going to find Izzy at the very least, but they're already down 4 players to 2. The wall's been used to keep Shao out, and now he only has, what is that, 35 bullets left, and oh, they're running down even more. Only 24 left in the chamber at this point. Definitely enough to kill 4 people, but with Russ hounding you down here, you got both players here. They know the only other FPX player is over towards mid, and Brave comes in from behind, takes down Shao, and now it's just Zipan. I think they know where his position is. I think they know he was in mid. I don't know if they know how close he is, but at the very least, they're ready for that position. Zipan will take 1 pick, but at the cost of most of his health. Turco, they'll finish it off. Zipan's down, and it's a 2 casualty round for the pistol round for SMB.
That's a rough start. And it weighs on you even more for FPX because you're on the defense. So if you had won the pistol, or sorry, if you had lost it and you're on the attacking side, like, we'll just eco next round, try to go for a plant. And even then, we'll be able to buy up something come round 3. Here for you on defense, you don't get that bonus from going for a plant. You have to rely on, you know, round 1 or round lost and kill a bonus. And that's pretty much it, which is not much when you add in the extra for the plant. Always. I talk so much about economy, but right now we all know in this economy, every dime matters.
Absolutely. M6 is going to be caught down a little bit there, but that's only about half his armor and a little bit of damage, about 10 damage. So he's absolutely fine over there, but it's still a nice start for Supermassive Blaze side. Is he just going to be pushed out of position there? He will dash away with his life. Oh, not quite. Get the kill onto Dimisic, but they have the Sage. They can make that health go back up, and well, both teams, they have healed up their respective duelists. Not quite to full health, but decent enough. Now, Xiao, he's the guardian of B here, with 2 Supermassive Blaze players counting down the B main position, and the rest of the team joining them. He's going to be the first contact to try and make sure... Well, it'll be second contact, actually. Shadow is probably going to make his way in there first. He's spreading up that fault line. As the turret go down, and he's going to use that after the recon bolt's used. That's actually going to catch him out, though, and the paranoia moving in towards site is going to give them that entry. And in they come, aggressively. Xiao will take 1 down, but there's no trade from Shadow on the kill from Braze, which means that you can get in for free, get 4 players still alive, and the FPX players all coming in from CT. Need to make something happen quick.
What can Aura do? Russ has already found Dimisic. And everybody's stacking up. The last 2 players, the Sage and the Omen, are just stacking up. Coming in from spawn. Zip on his last alive. He's got a Sheriff in hand. He's got 4 to go through. He finds one on a Turbo. And another one on a Russ. Going down, but 12 HP. A singular bullet is all that it will take. And Brave will finish him off. With a plant, 2 players left. It's anyways those SMGs. And might as well just move on over to the rifles. So fortunate there that Shadow couldn't get a second one, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, even with the heroics from Zipan, finding 2 there, 1 beautiful shot onto Russ, still not enough for them. I mean, look at these scorelines. I don't like to harp on stats like KD and ADR and stuff like this in the middle of a game, because it's not really representative of the full picture of the teams. But right now, I mean, none of the FPX players are anywhere near. One of them is above 0.5 KD right now. I think that is indicative of what is going on as a wider picture in the game right now. The Supermassive Blaze are shutting them down on every level so far. This is their rifle round, FPX. This is where they can really turn the momentum back in their favor. And as SMB push across the map, 4 players over towards mid, 1 in B main, Brave. He can't quite find the shots, but there we go. Shadow will finish it off, but at the cost of 53 HP now. The rest of the 4 players, they're over towards A short, and they're going to start moving in through Catwalk here and through trees. Zipan has to back all the way out. Get back towards site and try and get any position he can. No, they're going to head back. Take back that mid control. I think the Aljo might have seen a couple of them there, but in the end, the rotation's already come through from FPX, and they have 3 players on A now.
Honestly, you're thinking, what if we had a rifle in that position? Might have been a different outcome on B. And SMB are definitely turning their attention to that site. There's Aura to catch off rotations through the spawn for the defenders, through Pizza. And he definitely can do work from there. Zangel is watching that poke in to market. What will the Killjoy do? He's going to lose it out. Angel, 5 HP left. He's going to keep on moving. Izzy is checking the spawn. He's got a pistol still in hand. Angel so low. There's the finisher for Izzy. And there's 2 still left on site. Show going in for the quick flash. He's going to get tagged up. Turco with 1. Shadow with 2 of his own, but Turco goes in for the finisher. No time, though, for the plant. It's going to pick up the rifle and call it a day. An expensive round, but still 1 for FPX with 2 players left in the Phoenix and the Sage.
Yeah, one you expect FPX to win on that. So, not bad whatsoever. But in the end, losing 3 players is going to put you in an awkward situation buying into this next round. You've got 1 player who can only buy up an SMG. You've got 3 players who can't buy armor at all. And I mean, SMB put themselves in an awkward position in terms of economy in the last 2 rounds the way they've been buying up. But still looking like SMB are slightly in control there. The fault line to try and catch out a player pushing from SMB. It's not going to catch anything. A little bit of that utility used already for FPX that doesn't really go towards much. He's going to be caught out by the AL drone, but able to back up safely. No FPX players are wanting to go for something that risky. Sees 3 players in B link. Gives them a lot of information about how the FPX or the SMB team are playing. It's a slow mid-round, and Izzy looking for the first shot. He'll turn over towards A shot and find that first one onto Dimisic, and as they move around market here, it's back behind cover. He'll find the second onto Shao. Zipan in the meantime, he's taken down his copy on Turbo. But it's now a 4v3, and looks like SMB, they want to move in through tree.
Will Aura pick up the rifle in this?
Oh, wait, no.
Angel? He's going for it
now.
himself. Oh! It's a good thing, Aura, at least for him, that he didn't get greedy and went for the rifle himself. Angel tagged up. What can Shadow do here? He's going in. There's the dash up from the Jet. He'll lose that in the gunfight, but Brave instantly for the shot, leaving the Sage only last alive. Very far away on that A site, going for the plant. Gonna look real good for this one. And Zipon is questioning now. Should I just save up the rifle? Well, you can't. You got dinked in the head, or I will finish him up. And that's 11-5. Supermassive Blaze. They're really lighting this map on fire.
Yeah. Can I talk for a second about how smart that was from Power here? We'll see the specific... Wait, oh no, we won't see it, but in the end, it was just, instead of picking up that rifle and trying to push tree with it, or just going back to his teammates, which he could have done, could have completely done that, could have picked up the rifle, gone back, headed with his teammates over towards market. He stood round the corner and waited, used it as bait to try and catch out Angel, pushing through from FPX through tree. He knew there was still 1 player over towards A site, and he knew that they would go for that rifle because they were on a lower economy buy in this round. So he just waited there with his Sentinel, with his Spectre, sprayed him down. Nothing he could do, Angel. There was no way he was going to check that corner. If he picks up, there we go. If he picks up that weapon and he checks that corner, he doesn't have his weapon out in time. If he doesn't pick up the weapon, it's an even fight anyway. And it was literally, I don't think there was any way Angel could have won that fight. It just seems like Supermassive Blaze right now, I'm not saying that FPX are playing badly. They've got 5 rounds. They're not doing badly at all. But they're just getting outsmarted right now.
Yep. 100%. They're getting outsmarted, outgunned, outaimed, every single way that you want to say it. So this, unfortunately, is a round too late for calling OT. I would definitely call it at the start of the last round, not just because it hit 10, but also, I mean, what is the motivation behind you calling for your timeout or TO in that moment? It's because you see that you're teetering towards the edge, you're close to your opponents taking the map, and you're low on cash. So you need to make a move, and you need to take a moment to breathe there. Because this, just looking at pure, what's in stock and what has been bought up, SMB should take this as a free round, which puts them on map and match points. Speaking of which, G2 is taking map 1. So there you go. Oh, actually, their second Turkish team has lost their first map.
G2 made an incredible, if you haven't really watched the EU challenges, they made an incredible run through week 2. Come back and just take that spot in playoffs there. They've been an absolute monster of a team. I wouldn't say they were the dark horse, but they were absolutely brilliant coming up as a new roster there. Now, it comes to lockdown. I'm not sure if they're actually going to use this to push. They might use it as a fake. I don't think they've quite committed yet. As the smoke comes down, it looks like they are going to push with it, but they're just going to wait a little longer. See if they can catch out anybody. Nobody's going to be there. The From the Shadows is used to get the spike in towards site. It's a clean way of getting it, and the rest of the players can sit safely inside of B main. Against an eco round, it's maybe a bit overkill, but it gets the job done completely, and you're only using 1 ult to get it. Dimisic, he'll take out Rust at the very least. Oh, but the spray through the smoke just takes down Shao. I'm not sure if they even knew he was there. It was just a good shot from Izzy. And it's a 4v4. The Paranoia tags up Izzy, and he's actually going to have to get back onto site for that one. Brave finds Dimisic, Angel onto Turco, and Zipan turns around the corner, finds Brave, but Power Izzy, they finish it out. last two players alive take it to match point, where FPX, they can buy up, but it's going to be a difficult time.
Match point.
Expensive, but still got the job done. Supermassive Blaze. It's that oh so wise owl that they have. And one more thing to look at is, this is the positive for FPX, is that if they can use their ultimates, maybe they can get it rolling. But they're going to need to be careful with how they manage their ult economy and economy in general over the next few rounds. They're going to need to win every single one of the next 7 rounds to take it to overtime. That's the only way for it to happen. Whereas at the same time, SMB have quite a bit to work with, but FPX finally with an entry kill. That's Shao onto Brave. No refrag just yet. That's the way that it's got to start.
And with 3 ults in hand, not looking like the odds are too much out of their favor either. They've got that res, they've got the From the Shadows, and they have the Rolling Thunder as well. In the hands of Supermassive Blaze, you've got the res as well, and also the Blade Storm, which can be great for the attacking plays here. Turco res is up Braze, but in the meantime, Angel is going to take out Izzy. Takes away that Blade Storm at the very least now. You're looking now at 5 FPX players who haven't taken a shot whatsoever. Holding down this map, nicely distributed across there. Safe defaults, but 2 players on B. They're going to be the ones that are making it all happen. The Owl Drone is going to tag up Brave, and here we go, the spray through the wall. Angel finds it first. It's going to happen one way or another. Shock Dart, a lot of damage to Angel. But Shadow's already there in CT, and he's going to use that Rolling Thunder to push them all out. That's going to do a lot, and it's going to push them right into the crosshair of Shao, who finds 2. Shadow will finish it out. Lovely play from FPX, and, well, I mean, with a flawless round, you're looking to bring this one back.
What do I say? You gotta manage your ultimates correctly, and that's what happened in by Shadow. Rolling Thunder, so very well done. Pushing everybody, I mean, they pushed them directly into the welcoming arms of the Sova of Shao. And honestly, I don't know about you, but I would love to be hugged and cuddled up by Sova and his magnificent arms. So yeah, very well done, very well played there by Shao and the rest of the squad of FPX. But it is still, you know, you're above them on the hill, and there's so much more to go with. SMB instantly going for their Blade Storm for Izzy here. Can Ema win the gunfight? Yes, he can, taking no damage to Aura.
Wow. Well, that's brilliant. At the very least, now they have that to work with. But look, FPX, as well as that, they have 4 ults. And here comes the Hunter's Fury, just showing that one off. It's going to keep him back, and a little bit of damage, I think, but Brave can be healed right back up from that one. Izzy with the Blade Storm finds one shot onto Dimisic, dashes into the site, and he's looking for more. I think he sees the head of Zipan there. Can't quite land the shot, and there's only 1 knife left, but he gets the reset. Shadow, he finds one with a right click from Brizzy. As he moves in, he's looking for another one just behind the wall. No, Angel will take the headshot, but it's a 2v2 now. The Hunter's Fury is available from Russ here. He moves around the corner, but Angel's going to deny that one, and it's just Turco by himself at this point. Maybe a bit of over-aggression from Russ. Aldrone is going to find out where Turco is. Tagged up, and he's behind Electric now. He finds the first headshot, though, and it's a 1v1. Shao, he needs to find a shot, but he doesn't. Turco will take map 1, and it's SMB who win the first map 13-6. They'll be moving forward the map advantage now into game 2.
Very well done there to close it out. Sometimes you're kind of fearing this. Okay, you know, they've been through this in our last play here, FPX, so you know, they fought back against another Turkish team. Can it happen again? Nope. It was ended right in its tracks, so good for them. Supermassive Blaze, honestly, they look so comfortable in this. I know a lot of people have been underestimating Turkish teams as they enter and get to play against European and CIS teams. And there's a reason why they're number 1, and Supermassive Blaze are looking extra crisp for this game. So that was map 1 on Ascent. We'll have to go to Split, which was FPX's pick. Map 1 Ascent was SMB's pick. So yes, you can kind of deal with that. But what's our comparison here? Split actually only played twice by FPX over the past, was it since the end of June? It was only played twice, and it was like 2 days in a row. They played against Wave and against Guild. They really were pulled to the edge. 24 rounds in total that were played in these games, where they only won it 1 of the 2 times. Whereas on the other side, it's not looking much better, because Supermassive Blaze played it 3 times in total since that very same date. They played Unity, Zero Zone, and Footballist, which are all, of course, 3 Turkish teams. and they lost it 2 out of those 3 times. So this might be a weak map for both of these squads. I am wondering what sort of lineups we'll go to. We have not seen any KO at all, but I'd be surprised if it shows up here. Breach, Cypher, and Omen look to be, with the Rays, look to be the default classics that we get to see on our second map in the series.
Yep, absolutely. Well, we're going to take a little 10-minute break, maybe a little less. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. It's shaping up to be an absolutely great series.